Hello and welcome to this video. Before we dive into the contents of this video, I want you to take a couple of minutes or seconds and observe the two diagrams that are in front of you right now. What exactly do you see? What do you think is going on? And what questions comes up for you as you look at these two diagrams? Alright, with that said, let's dive right into the contents of today. We're going to be looking at two concepts: geocentric model versus heliocentric model of the universe. Geocentric versus heliocentric. Now, what does the word geo mean? Oftentimes you hear words like geography, geology, geopolitical issues. So you always hear geo. What does it mean? Simply put, the word geo means rock or earth, because earth is rocky. So geo also means earth or also means rock. That's what geo means. On the other hand, the word helio, derived from the word helium, simply means the sun, or to produce helium, or to emit heat, something that is hot. So helio means sun for the sake of this content. All right, so now that we know what those two words mean, so what does geocentric model means? So geocentric, the word centric simply means to be at the center of something. So geocentric simply means earth at the center. And that was the model that most astronomers from many years ago thought of the solar system or of the universe, the way they refer to it then. What that simply means is that the earth is in the middle, and every other thing, the sun and all the other planets and all the other stars, revolved around the earth. Of course, that is pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious why they thought that way. When you stare at the night sky, it looks like it's the sun that is rising and the sun that is setting, or all the stars and every other thing is moving across the sky. So definitely the earth is in the center and every other thing is moving around. But it turned out that that wasn't completely accurate. A more accurate version, verified version, modern version is the heliocentric model. And this model states that the sun is at the middle and every other thing is revolving around the sun, including earth itself. And this has been proven and this has been verified, and modern astronomy and graphing, all that proved that the sun is actually in the middle of the solar system. Not only that, the sun is not the only star in the universe. It turns out that there are countless millions and billions of other stars out there that are just like our sun, some of them even way bigger than our own sun. Not only that, these stars, when collected together, forms a galaxy. So we are located in the Milky Way galaxy, and our galaxy is just one of the billions of galaxies there is in the universe. So it turned out at the end of the day, saying the word geocentric model of the universe means the earth is at the center and everything revolving around the earth, or the heliocentric model of the universe, the sun at the center and every other thing revolving around it. It turned out that we are just one little unit. The earth, the sun, and all the solar system is just one little fragment, tiny section of the Milky Way galaxy, and the Milky Way galaxy is just one out of billions of other galaxies there is in the universe. All right, that wraps up our lecture today. So let's do some little bit of practice here. Look at this question here. The question says, label each diagram below as geocentric or heliocentric model and give your reasons. All right, the diagram to my left here, I see the star, I see a star in the middle, and I see the earth revolving around the star. So this definitely will be a heliocentric model, which means the sun is at the center and then the planet, which is earth in this case, is revolving around it. So this is definitely a heliocentric model. The diagram to the left, on the other hand, is geocentric because Earth is at the center, and again the word geo means earth. So this is a geocentric model with the star revolving around the Earth. Question number 2 here says, which diagram represents a geocentric model? And we're given a key here. The word E represents Earth, P represents planet, and Earth represents Sun. So we are looking for which of these diagrams represents a geocentric model. So the word geo is Earth, centric is center. So we are looking for a diagram that has the Earth at the center. So option A would not work because option A has another planet entirely at the center. So A is out of the way. B shows the sun in the middle. So this should be a heliocentric model. The question is asking us to find a geocentric model. So B is out of the way. Option C, yeah, that should be our answer because I see Earth in the middle and everything else revolving around the Earth. So C would be our correct option here. But let's check with D. D, I see the planet in the middle, and even in this own system here, I see S in the middle as well. So this should be a P-centric model, or this should be a heliocentric model. Either way, this does not represent a geocentric model. So our correct option here is C, Earth at the center, geocentric model. Question number 3. The modern heliocentric model of planetary motion states that the planets travel around. Option A travels around the sun in slightly elliptical orbit. It does sound like option A to me. Option B says the sun in circular orbit. Yeah, the sun would be in the center when it comes to a heliocentric model. However, the planets, they do not revolve around the sun in a circular orbit. There's a difference between a circle and an ellipse. So the planet revolves around the sun in an elliptical, like an oval shape, an egg shape path. So circular would not work here. Earth revolve around Earth in a slightly elliptical orbit? No. Heliocentric is sun in the middle, not Earth in the middle. So option C is out of the way. Option D also out of the way because it says Earth and in a circular orbit. So our correct answer here is the sun. So the planets revolve around the sun in a slightly elliptical orbit. Alright, observe, if you will, that in both models, whether it's the geocentric, Earth in the middle, or the heliocentric, the sun in the middle, both models have the closest astronomical object to the Earth as the moon. So in the geocentric model, the moon is close to the Earth. In the heliocentric model, the moon is also close to the Earth. So in either representation, one similarity between both representation is that the moon is close to the Earth, or is the closest astronomical object to the Earth in both models. All right, and that brings us back to this diagram that we started with. So heliocentrism, what does that mean? It means the sun or the star in the center, which means the sun is right here, and hence you see that object is yellow at the middle, and then you see the planet revolving around the sun in a perfect, nice, simple pattern. However, geocentric model, which was the old thinking pattern that people used to have back in the day, the Earth is in the middle, and then you have the sun, including all the other planets, revolving around the Earth. And that did not make many sense in any ways, because the paths that the planet and the sun takes all get mixed up. There's crisscrossing. It's not simple. It's confusing. It doesn't just make sense. So it was concluded that this model definitely is too complicated. Rather, this would be very simple or simpler, and this was verified, and this made more sense. And up to today, this is the current model that we are working with. All right, and that ends our lecture today on heliocentrism and geocentrism. Till the next one, I'll see you. Bye.